O and A.
O and A.
Exactly.
Oh.
Now, O and A.
Ah.
Remember how I said you do read them together, but you read them as quickly as possible.
First from laying part.
Wow.
Mhm. So,
Wow.
okay. Yes, exactly. So I'll show you how you do this.
O.
Read them as fast as possible, right? You have the sound O and then the sound A. If you read it 3 to 4 times faster, O A, O A, O A, O A, O A, wa, 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 wa. At a point, can you start hearing the sound wa?
Yes.
Right? So this one, it's not OA. After you combine them, this vowel is not OA, it is ba. Ba. Done? Okay. In the case of E, no matter how fast you say it, you will not get a W se chalu hone wala sound. You'll always get E. But in this case, if you say O and A very quickly together, you will get a W sound, which is wa. And this is the logic that you're going to apply for all the other double vowels that you see. Wait for a W sound. Okay? So O and A give you the sound va. Va. Usi tarah, last one. What is the laying vowel over here?
U.
O. Right?
And
Yeah, the last monophthong that we learned. तो देखो एक बार O and A को combine करके क्या मिलता है? O and A.
Ma'am, I want to add my.
O and A together will give you the sound
Ma'am.
Oe.
where. Exactly. Where. That's it. This vowel sounds like where. Where. Done. Now coming to the exception. Why I call this as an exception is because ये जो logic है, finding the two vowels and then combining their sound, this does not apply to this one. एक बार उसके हिसाब से करके देखते हैं. What should you have gotten? This one was O and this one was
E.
तो क्या मिलना चाहिए था? O and E. ओई 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 वी या ओई ऐसे कुछ मिलना चाहिए था. But it's none of these. It's none of these. It's an exception and it sounds like way.
Way.
Yeah, way. ऐसे sound होता है उसका. Done? It's like way.
Ma'am, it's similar with fourth one. Like
Fourth one, yes.
and
Very similar. You will see another diphthong, another double vowel, which also sounds like way. So there are a total of 3 of them which sound like way. तीनों भी काफी similar है, but of course they will be used in different words or spellings by add करनी पड़ती हैं इसके लिए. So way, this one is where, pretty similar, and then there's a third one which also sounds like way. देखेंगे, this is done, no doubts here.
yes, ma'am.
Done. Perfect. The last 3 double vowels are these. Now यहाँ पे कोई exception नहीं. You just go according to the same logic. Look at the laying vowel, look at the standing vowel, and then combine their sounds. Wait for the W sound. W से चालू होने वाला sound होना चाहिए. So this one, first one. What is the laying vowel here?
We.
Yeah, that's the final sound. Yes. So the laying vowel over here is
U. E.
Who hai, ma'am?
U, correct. Or standing vowel. This is the
E.
correct. So U and E together combine. U E U E we. ऐसे करते you get the sound.
Next is what?
Correct. That's right. How do you get that? The laying vowel here is
U and O. So it's what?
perfect. Yes. U, and then you have the standing vowel O. So originally it is U O. When you say it quickly, U O U O U O wo 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 wo, start getting the W sound.
And
Wo.
the last is wait again.
Yes, this was the third one. Yes. So last one, usi tarah, is made up of again the laying vowel U and the standing vowel. Which standing vowel is this?
A.
A.
Correct.
A.
So U and A together. Way gives you the sound. Way. So this was the third one I was talking about. Another way that you will get. You can
Yeah.
also remember them three as a set. ये एक जो exception था, which sounds like way. One with this O and A का pair, way, and one with U and A, which is all three of them sound like way. Way. Done?
Yes.
So
Ma'am,
these are
how to pronounce second one?
this one. This one.
Yes, ma'am.
Wo. Wo. Like in the word paw, AW को आप कैसे पढ़ते हो ओ वाले sound के साथ? That way, just with the W sound. Wo. Done?
Wow.
Eh? Yes. So those are all the vowels, all monophthongs and all diphthongs. साथ में मिलके सारे vowels खत्म हो गए अभी. Done? Now, there's a specialty about these vowels when you use them in words. तो हर एक language के थोड़े writing के rules होते हैं वैसे in Korean. When you write vowels हो या consonants हो, writing में एक rule है that you can never start a word or a syllable with a vowel. ठीक है? क्या इसका मतलब है? You do not have words that start with a or नहीं ना? अन्यमासेयो you know it starts with a itself. तो कुछ तो तरीका होगा लिखने का. To fulfill that rule कि किसी भी vowel को आप चालू नहीं कर सकते हो with किसी भी word को आप चालू नहीं कर सकते with a vowel, but still you want to start with a vowel sound. हम एक silent consonant को लगा देते हैं. That silent consonant is this tiny circle. ये कैसे? और consonants हम लोग separately भी पढ़ेंगे, but remember this one consonant. इसका नाम है ईयंग. Okay, I'm writing the romanization. This consonant is called ईयंग और इसको हम एक vowel को लिखने से पहले लिख देते हैं. And it's silent, right? So it basically does not have any sound, correct? So you're fulfilling the rule कि आप vowel से चालू नहीं कर रहे हो. You're starting every word or a syllable with a consonant, but at the same time you're not reading it because it is silent. It has no sound. No sound. So you directly move on to the vowel sound. So जब कभी भी you have to start a word or a syllable with a vowel sound, तब आपने ये ईयंग को लगाना ही है compulsorily. You can never write just a vowel and start a word. ठीक है? Now how this ईयंग is placed? ये English जैसा तो नहीं है कि आप पहले ईयंग को लिख दो और फिर चाहो. इस तरह से नहीं लिखते हैं Korean में. Korean is always written in box figures. Like हिंदी में होता है ना, you write one consonant and then उसके आजू बाजू में you put those matras, right? तो कुछ ऐसा है, एक बॉक्स के अंदर ही ऊपर नीचे आप consonant vowels ऐसे डाल दोगे. ठीक है? It's never right like English. एक एक करके नहीं लिखना है आपको letters को. So I'll show you the positioning of the letter ईयंग for each of the vowels that we learned. ठीक है? But the sound will be still the same क्योंकि ईयंग का तो कुछ sound है नहीं, right? Okay. So the rule is that whenever you have a standing vowel, you put iyang to the left of it. ठीक है? एक standing vowel है तो iyang will be placed to the left of it. It's not read obviously क्योंकि उसका कोई sound है ही नहीं. It's a silent vowel. You directly move on to the actual vowel which has been written. So ये हमारा क्या था? क्या sound था इसका? Yeah, even after putting that iyang before it, it will still be a. Done? A. Next one. This was o. Right? And then this is a laying vowel. So इसके ऊपर डाला है देखो. You do not put iyang and o. इस तरह नहीं लिखना है. So it's a laying vowel. You have to put iyang above it. Yeah. O. Next is
U.
U. Again a laying vowel. So उसके सर के ऊपर रखा है देखो. U. U. Next is
U.
right? Then
E.
right? Next is
A.
right?
A.
Next is So done. These were the monophthongs. फिर diphthongs का पहला category which was the Y sound vowels. Still यहाँ पे भी वही है, standing vowels के left में, laying vowels के ऊपर. So this one was yeah, correct. Then
Yo.
yo,
Yo. You.
then yo, yo, and then
You.
you, then
Yeah.
a. This one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, just
Yeah.
like a and a are pretty similar.
Yeah.
ये and ये भी काफी similar होते हैं. Done.
Ma'am, how to pronounce fifth one?
Fifth one, this one. ये,
Yes, ma'am.
ये,
Yeah.
ये. That's the sound. ये. And this is yeah, yeah. And then yes, last subcategory which was double vowels. इनको देखो यहाँ पे आ गया आपका vowel, तो उसके ऊपर इस तरह से लिखना है आपको. Okay. Next. So this one is, what is the sound of this? And E का combination was
Hey.
Ui.
Hey.
Ui. Ui. Right? And this one was an exception. So
Wait.
that's way. Way. Correct. फिर
Wa.
wa.
Wait.
Way. It's actually a word in Korean. Anybody knows this? ये पूरा एक word है. एक पूरा
Way.
word है ये.
Yes,
Way.
ma'am. Y को बोलते हैं.
Why?
Y
Exactly.
को बोलते हैं.
So why in Korean is way. And
Way.
this is the exact word. मैंने पहले नहीं बोला because it is not a complete word unless and until you put that ing. जब आपको word करके लिखना है, that ing has to be there. Because W sound is also now considered as a verb sound, right? In Korean. So ing डालना ही है. Wait, this is not a word. This cannot be read. ऐसी. Okay? This is way. And then this one.
B.
E, correct? E. Next,
Wa.
war, right? And
Right.
then wait.
Yeah.
Yes, that's yeah, perfect. That's right. So these were all the vowels. Practice थोड़ी लगेगी to remember them perfectly, but that's about it. Don't forget that you have to put an ing if you listen to a word which starts with a vowel sound. Vowel sounds are not just like A, E, I, O, U in English, but you also have Y sounds and you also have W sounds. Yes. Perfect. So moving on to the consonants. के पहले अगर if you all have any questions, you can let me know. I can see Kirtana, she raising her hand. Any question? Kirtana, did you have a question?
Kirtana, are you having any question, or anyone having any question can just ask right now in the next 1 minute? Okay, I think no one has any questions till now.
None? Perfect. So okay, perfect. So we'll just move on to the consonants. There are a total of 14 consonants, which is less in number than the vowels. So major part cover कर लिया है अभी. But 14 consonants, and it's really interesting to learn them because they are quite different from the English or Hindi consonants that we learn. देखते हैं. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So you will already know that ing is one of them, this tiny circle that we learned. And just like that weird name ing, every other consonant also has its own name. And I always recommend remembering them, the names. Always you can of course just remember the sound and not remember their name. क्योंकि language में तो use नहीं होगा, but it's better to remember their name because the name of every consonant actually helps you remember their sounds. Okay? And I said they are sounds because they have more than one sound. Every consonant, most of the consonants will have more than one sound. Okay? And how you remember them is the best way to remember them is to remember the names of each of the consonants. So let me give you an example. पहले मैंने आपको बताया था you will see a Korean word written in boxes, right? It's not like English एक letter के बाजू में एक letter लिख दिया, ऐसे नहीं होता है. You have a box figures like this. ठीक है, just like in Hindi where हर एक box एक letter होता है और उसके आजू बाजू में you have matras. Instead of matras you have एक box को I'll term as a syllable, and every syllable will have like a max of 4 letters, लेकिन ऐसे letters को एक के बाद एक लिखा हुआ होता है, ठीक है, in this kind of a manner. So you can place 1 2 3 4 maximum 4, चाहो तो 3 भी लगा सकते हो. If you are placing 3 letters then it will look something like this, 1 2 3, and you can place just 2 letters as well, which is 1 and 2. ठीक है, इस तरह से आपको मिल सकते हैं. और पढ़ने का order will be like this obviously, 1 2 3 4 or 1 2 3 or 1 2. This is the maximum, or these are all the ways that letters can be placed in. ठीक है, एक rule मैंने आपको बताया of writing is that हमेशा a word or a syllable has to start with a consonant. यानी कि यहाँ पे जो 1 positions है ना, they have to start with a consonant. Even if the word is starting with a vowel sound, आप ये yang लगा दो, ठीक है, first position पे, which will give you a silent sound. Now, why I showed you these boxes is because, can you see कि इन boxes में अभी एक ही ले लेते हैं, ज़्यादा confuse नहीं करेंगे. For this first one, can you see that some letters are placed, if I divide this into half, some letters are placed above and some letters are placed below. Like 1 and 2 is in the above position, मैं बोल सकती हूँ, and 3 and 4 are in the below position, right? When it comes to consonants, तब above में जो sound होता है consonant का, जरूरी नहीं है कि वही sound होगा when it's placed below. Okay? A lot of the consonants, when placed above, sound different as compared to when they are placed below. Okay, let me give you an example.
Can we use first consonant and final consonant?
First consonant, to remember them, yeah, sure, you can call them above consonants or below. First consonant or final consonant, वो भी बोल सकते हो. Now,
Okay, ma'am.
let me give you an example. The first one, the name of this consonant is Giyok. Giyok. Okay, it's a romanization, so you can write it however. The sound is Giyok. Now, how I remember the name is because this consonant, when you place it above, जब आप above के किसी position पे उसको रख देते हो, suppose 1 position पे यहाँ पे रख दिया, this one will sound like the former part of its name. Former part of its name starts with the G sound, right? So this letter will sound like G when it's placed in the above position. Lekin, same letter if you place in the 3rd or the 4th position, नीचे कहीं पे भी रख दिया समझो, ठीक है? In that case, it's going to sound like, same letter is going to sound like the latter part of its name. Can you see it ends in that K sound? Giyok, K se end ho raha hai, right? So this letter is going to sound like K when placed below. Done? Letter same hai, lekin if it's placed above, it will sound like G. Placed below, it will sound like K. Done?
If we change their position, their sounds will be different.
Will be different for most of the consonants, and that's why remembering their name will help you to know their sounds. ठीक है, नाम से पता चलता है. देखो, it starts with the G sound, यानी कि ऊपर रखते वक्त it will sound like G. It ends with a K sound, that means it sounds like K when it's placed below. Done?
Yes,
Same
ma'am.
logic for each of them. I'll just quickly tell you the names of each of the consonants. और आप ही लोग देख सकते हो क्या sound होगा. The second one is called Nian. Nian, right? Can you see that it starts with a N sound and also ends with a N sound? This consonant, whether you place it above or you place it below, कहीं पे भी रख दो, it's going to sound like N only.
No.
एक ही sound है इसका. Because see, it starts with a N sound, also ends with a N sound. Nian. Done. Then we have the letter dhigat. 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 You can see that this starts with a the sound, the, and it ends with a the. Dhigat. The and the. These are the two sounds. So start में the से चालू हो रहा है यानी कि one or two positions above positions it's going to sound like the. Same letter you place it below, it's going to sound like the. Done. That's why. Dhigat. Next letter. This is called real. Real. Real starts with the r sound and ends with the l sound. So you can see कि वो ऊपर जब रखा जाता है, it sounds like r, and it's placed below, it sounds like l. R and l are the two sounds of this letter. Real. Next we have miyam. Miyam. This one, just like Mian, you can see starts with a m sound and also ends with a m sound, right? So this one, above or below, both positions, it's going to sound like m. एक ही sound होता है, m. Then we have bhiyap. Bhiyap. Bhiyap sounds like b when placed above and p when placed below. Bhiyap. Next we have
So,
shiot. Shiot. Yes. Now this is a special consonant बोल सकते हो आप. All the others either had one sound or two sounds. This one has three sounds in total. So it also has this s and also has this sh sound, right? When you place it above ही position में, sometimes it sounds like s, sometimes it sounds like sh. Okay, उसके भी rules है कब s sound करता है, कब sh sound करता है. But both of them are in the above position. Whenever you place it below, tab to 100% it's going to sound like the. Shiyot ends with the. So sounds like the whenever you place it below. When you place it above, for certain situations, it's going to sound like sir. Certain situations, it sounds like sh. That I'll explain more in detail later. कभी कभी स होता है, कभी कभी sh होता है. Now coming to iyam, we learnt of it as a silent consonant, right? Well, actually, this also has another sound. It is silent only when placed above. So आप लोगों ने देखा कि it was always placed before a vowel. And I told you all to use iyam only when a word is starting with a vowel sound or a syllable is starting with a vowel sound, right? तब तो automatically first position हो गया, which is above. So it is silent actually only when it's in the above position. However, when it's in the below position, it has a sound, and that is ing. Ing. How to get this ing sound is simply say any ing word in English, like morning, evening, कोई भी word दे दो. Ing. Minus that I. Ing. Delete I. Ing. That is the sound. Ing. ठीक है? So if this same ing letter is placed somewhere below, right? या नीचे कहीं पे रख दिया, it will sound like ing. Done. Next is jiyat. Jiyat sounds like j when placed above and the when placed below. Here we have chiyat. Chiyat. Chiyat sounds just like cha. Chhatri wala cha. It's not cha, it's cha when it's placed above and the when placed below. You see many
I
letters
have
with
one
some
question.
yeah.
Ma'am, we can see a lot of consonant have a similar like the sound in final consonant. So
Yes.
even if someone speak to us in Korean, then how will we recognize we can write that word like with ja, ya, sa, ya, da means How to
Yeah. I get
recognize
the question.
how to write
Yeah. So
that thing.
yeah. So you will only have to find out the spelling of that word. It's just like English or any other language. You cannot be 100% sure just by listening to the pronunciation कि यही spelling होगा उसका. Right? So you'll always have to learn the spellings. If you saw in the vowels also, we found 3 vowels which sound the same. So you can never be sure which vowel is being used or which consonant is being used. Best way is to just have a dictionary or just look it up on Google कि इस word का spelling क्या है. ठीक है? Yeah.
Any help, ma'am? Any tip?
Any tip to know the spelling you're saying? Best is go for Naver Dictionary if you've heard of that. Better than Google Translate. Naver Dictionary work करता है हमेशा. Naver Dictionary. I'll just type that. Wait. Yeah, just look this up on yeah, and you
Okay, ma'am.
download this app, and yeah, that works the best for spellings. Naver Dictionary. Perfect.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Yes, the next one is the consonant kiyak. Kiyak. This starts with the sound k and ends with the sound k. ये k है when it's placed above, and it's k when placed below. K and k. Then you have the letter thiyat. Thiyat. This sounds like th when placed above, and again th when placed below. Th and th. Then we have piyap. Piyap. Sounds like p when placed above. P. Okay, it's not f. They do not have that f sound. It's not f. It's p when placed above, and it's p when placed below. P and p. Last one is hiyat. Hiyat. It sounds like h when placed above, and it sounds like the when placed below. Hiyat. H and the. Done. So those are the 14 consonants. 14 consonants, but definitely more number of sounds. So इनको बस नाम आप याद रख लो, and then you will be able to like know कि कैसे आपको words को पढ़ना है, with what sounds you're going to read them. Done? Yeah, it's perfect. So just practice those consonants and vowels, and then you'll be able to read letters. I'll hand it over to, we do actually much more in the masterclass. You'll be able to practice words. I'll give you words to read, sentences to read, and Pratiksha will give you more information about that.
Yeah, sure.
Ma'am,
Yes, Tanupriya, you have a question?
ma'am, can you tell about double consonants pronunciation?
Yes, we actually cover all of that in our masterclass course, so she's going to tell you more about that.
Yeah, so see, in 1 hour of class, it's not possible to cover each and everything, right? So we do have special.
Ma'am, we have 9 minutes.
Uh,
Ma'am,
in
please
9 yeah,
ma'am,
so
please try 1 or 2. Actually, ma'am ने बहुत अच्छा explain किया. That's why I requesting to you, ma'am.
surely, Tanupriya. So before that, I would like to talk about the masterclass that we are having, and after that, whatever the extra doubts that that will be there, we will be answering all of that. Okay. So yes, okay, okay, Niyati, I'm going to talk about it. So yes, Neelam, ma'am, do you have a question? I could see you raising the hand. We will just take
Yes. I had a question for Riddhi, Siddhi. If you can tell, how do we write real or real in the straight manner? That was the calligraphic font. Now I am getting confused. It's like we draw the geometric 2 and then cut it in between. How?
Okay, I'll just share my whiteboard screen to show you. So a lot of people do write it like the calligraphic font, like this, in this manner. But of course, there are a lot of people